Welcome to Norfolk Perspective City Slice. I'm Bob Batcher, and I have a very special guest on. Eddie N. Moore Jr., president of Norfolk State University. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Pretty good. Can I say that again? President, because the last time you sat on the sofa, you were the interim.
Yes.
With all kinds of awesome ideas and initiatives that you're going to do or give over to the new president. Here you are.
Here I am.
So it's been how many months now?
It's been 4 months as president, and of course I spent about 28 months as interim.
And I've got 2.5 pages of highlights for 2015 to talk about.
Okay.
So I tell you what, let's
right.
just talk. How's that?
Fair enough.
So tell me about Norfolk State today.
Norfolk State today is mended. I was going to say on the mend, but we're mended.
Yeah.
We are back. Our enrollment figures, particularly for the freshman class, look just tremendous. We are 2,000 students ahead of where we were last year this time. Of course, we have to see what our yield is going to be, but anticipating a similar yield to last year, we will probably be back welcoming over 1,000 students in our freshman class.
That's awesome. And there's still cranes in the air too. I mean, you're still building too.
My favorite bird on a campus is a crane. Yes, we are building. We're building a replacement building for Brown Hall, which is one of our older classroom buildings. We recently completed, probably since the last time I was on your show, our nursing and general education building. So it's an exciting time to be at Norfolk State, and I think people are sensing that.
Yeah. Well, I know that quite often people view Norfolk State from the expressway, and they don't see really a lot until you really get into the campus and walk around. It's an exciting place.
That's interesting. The president of Bank of America, the regional president, visited us on campus, and he said that it was the first time he had been inside the gates, and he was just amazed because it doesn't show the same appeal from the Park, Bramilton, Corpus barriers.
Yeah, the whole perimeter. But that's something you're kind of changing. I mean, you've put a welcome mat out and a new performing arts facility that's coming in.
Well,
really inviting the community in.
We're upgrading it. We're inviting the community in. Our performing arts program is just doing extremely well, particularly the theater. And the choir is always outstanding. And we're real excited. And what's more exciting is the community seems to be excited.
Okay, so what is your highlight for that first 28 months?
The SACS accreditation, no doubt about it, and the highlight within that is completing all of the required audits. We were behind 3 audits when I arrived, and we accomplished them all in a little over 2 years. And we actually were the first university to receive its audit for FY 2015.
Wow. Okay, so what have you done for the university lately then?
Well,
like in the last 4 months.
We turned our emphasis on to admissions and retention of our students that we hope will pay off. We're really worked hard during this last budget session, and we're extremely grateful to the General Assembly and the governor. Norfolk State had one of its largest budget increases ever. A lot of it's directed toward our students. $6 million potentially of new financial aid headed toward our students.
You mentioned financial aid, and I mean, who would have thought that higher education would become a major discussion in the presidential election? But the whole student debt, and I mean, it's got to be a challenge to the universities.
Yes.
Especially a university who is also mended.
Well,
how do you deal with that?
It's a particular challenge to us, but the state has been really generous, and we believe we have sufficient financial aid to meet all of our students' need except the family contribution, which we're not allowed to cover with state funds. So we think that we'll be offering some of the biggest awards that we've ever had.
Awesome. Is that one of the biggest barriers that students have entering into looking at going to college?
I think that is a barrier to finishing college. I think everyone starts off
Okay.
and they're so excited about starting that they'll almost sign anything. Second year or so, they realize that now I have $10,000, $15,000 in debt. It will end up being $20,000 to $25,000 in debt, and maybe I need to slow this down. So we have a lot of students that stop out, try to find work so that they can pay more of their college work. And of course, that affects our graduation rates. So we are so grateful that the state has given us even more financial aid that we can put to use in helping our students complete college.
Let me ask you about historically black universities and what the future is for Norfolk State and that genre of university.
Well, what I would tell you is the historical black university genre, as you call it, is a historical statement of how we were founded. It's not necessarily the college of today.
There you go.
And I think people assume that that's what it is. But let's take a look at our athletic program. Our athletic program is 35% non-African American, and it's doing extremely well. In fact, the baseball team's playing for the championship of our conference starting Friday. We finished first, so we get a day off.
All right.
So it's a really exciting time, and I'm telling the rest of the campus that they need to look at our athletic program because we need to be more inviting, and especially in this region where there's a tremendous number of Asians and Latins and Caucasians that could benefit from a college experience at Norfolk State.
Awesome. Let's talk about Norfolk.
Okay.
We get some other universities here. We've talked about connectivity. I know you've had some challenge. You've made some challenges toward the city. Where do you see us in the near future with the higher education unit?
Well, I think Norfolk is changing itself right now. Their leadership is changing. First African American leader, Mayor Alexander, I guess I should say mayor-elect, or senator, but he has many
Right,
titles.
he's got many titles now.
And I think he's going to be a strong proponent for education. And I think Norfolk is positioned extremely well with the number of institutions it has here, community colleges in the city, nearby the city, with Paul Quinn and Thomas Nelson, along with TCC. The colleges that are in the city, ODU, NSU, Regent. I teased the president of Virginia Wesleyan that he's either in Virginia Beach or Norfolk, whichever works better for him at the time.
There you go.
So there's a wonderful array of educations, and that's what makes this city so desirable for people to come, live, and work.
Let's talk technology then.
Yes.
Because I know a lot of that connectivity that's been talked about is through technology, and with the Rise Center that was built on Ramblin' Avenue. I mean, is this a major investment that you all are looking into?
It's a major investment. In fact, of our discretionary money, which is extremely limited, I put over $2 million into expanding the laboratories related to our cybersecurity efforts. And we're really hoping that that will make a difference as it relates. But I would like to see the city consider connectability citywide. One of the things that our students, particularly our commuting students, complain mostly about is that they don't have Wi-Fi or connectability in the apartment where they live. And there are students that are telling me they're trying to write term papers on cell phones because that's the only thing that's connected. So a great initiative for Norfolk would to just make it a technological center and every citizen have access to Wi-Fi.
Well, and that was a major part of the manager's new budget, which council just approved, was a major investment in technology. And that's one of those infrastructures that you don't necessarily see, feel, and touch, but you just hit on it. Our younger people are using that technology.
Yes, they are. They absolutely are using
I had trouble writing in the blue book, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
So, okay, let me ask you, because you kind of brought it up. Your background is the business side of education. What okay, you've gotten to that point now where Norfolk State is on the road, it's recovered, it's moving forward. financially or academic? Which one do you approach first?
Well, I was hired to solve financial problems, so it would be not appropriate for me to say anything else. I was hired to fix the audit problem, to fix the financial problem. But I would say this, although our mission is academic, no doubt about it, that's our core mission. 5 out of 6 decisions I have to make are financial decisions.
Because you got to be solvent.
You've got to be solvent. You've got to make the right allocations of funds. You got to determine priorities and fund according to your priorities.
Now, is that based on how many students you have, or what's it based? I mean, how do you get it? How do you keep it solvent now?
Well, one of the things I was quick to realize is that Norfolk State runs best at probably 6,000 to 7,000 students, and we've been as low as 5,100. And that was pretty difficult. It required some real belt tightening. So we're hoping that over the next 4 years or so, we can grow back up to the 6,000 to 7,000 range so that our fees will be adjusted downward. Our tuition can be maintained at reasonable increases, and that we can enhance the academic programs.
So if you come back on the sofa in about a year, what are you going to be bragging about?
I'm going to be bragging about our cybersecurity investment, probably the investment that we're making in our nursing program, our continued leadership in producing STEM-H, which is science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and health-related degrees, and our strong liberal arts background that's incorporated into all of those degrees. That's what I see.
Because you're bringing in some awesome people, too, to lead it up, aren't you?
We're really trying. We're really trying, and we're doing it rather quickly, and that surprises people that we're able to move so quickly and make decisions and get the kind of people that you are calling awesome.
But I have a feeling that doesn't surprise you.
Well, it doesn't surprise me that we're able to do it. Right now, I'm in a little bit of a lull period because of not exactly being perfectly clear about the growth we're expecting in the fall. But our board has just been awesome and supportive of what we're trying to do, and that makes the job a little easier.
Well, let's just pretend in the next 10 seconds you're in charge of admissions and recruitment. So speak to a potential student of Norfolk State. Why should they come to Norfolk State?
They should come to Norfolk State because we offer smaller classes, more highly qualified faculty in terms of faculty ranks and array of universities that they've attended, and we're a family environment. We set up programs that we hope everyone can succeed. We're not counting on people not succeeding. We're trying to make everyone successful. And that's why the financial aid, again, is so important. Come to Norfolk State. I want to see you on the yard.
I can't say it better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for joining us.